Good day, everybody. This is E. Marcel Pertut, the Sports Inquirer, and we're joined by Evoni Lemons from Georgia State Volleyball. Evoni, thank you for joining us. The team was able to get a win over Troy for this past weekend for your first win in conference play on October 16th. What was that like to get that victory? And we've been following you through the entire season. So many close losses, especially 3-2. How did it feel to emerge with a victory after that losing streak?
It felt amazing. I mean, I believe so much in this team and I know what we're capable of. And I feel like this game we actually pulled through and we're able to show the conference what we actually are and who we are and what we're capable of.
Yeah, and as I've mentioned, you've had multiple losses in the season, 3-2, coming down to that fifth set. Have you built from that, and did you use that as motivation just from those previous defeats against Troy to emerge with a victory?
I think for us it was more like a take it set by set, and we were just really able to get everything done within the first few sets so that we didn't have to do what we had been doing in the past, which was going back and forth and then not really pulling through at the end. But this game, we were really able to stay really composed and really just push through every set and just be composed and get what we needed to get done.
Yeah, and in that Troy victory, you had 10 kills and 7 digs. We've seen you the past few weeks emerge into the rotation and having multiple contests with double-digit digs. What have the past few weeks been like for you to see this improved play and performance?
I think really just learning from my team and my teammates. The coaching staff has really helped me a lot too. And just a lot of the upperclassmen, just teaching me the ways that they thought were easier to understand than just other ways, but just learning from my teammates really, and just being able to enjoy time with them and just apply everything that they've been teaching me in practice into the game.
What are some of those things that they've been able to teach you and help you get along and improve in your game over the past few weeks or through the season in general?
The coaches, they really just try to implement early angle and stepping forward in defense. And for me, it didn't really click until some of my teammates were literally just step one foot in front of the other and then move. And I don't know why, but hearing that just made it sound so much easier than step in front or something like that. Or just hearing from other DSs just put your platform out and then move to the ball, stuff like that. Just really made me understand it more than just hearing the verbiage that the coaches use in order to get us to understand what we need to do.
And you had a decorated prep career, state champion at Alpharetta High School. You played
Mhm.
for A5 in club volleyball. So you come from a very high pedigree of volleyball. But what was the
Mhm.
adjustment to the collegiate game like? You touched on a little bit as far as your foot placement and your positioning. But how has the college game been for you as a freshman this year?
Um, it's definitely an adjustment to having volleyball every day and having lift and stuff like that every day. But the team has really just made it so much easier to adjust. I have 19 new friends, so it's really just been amazing just getting to know everyone. But it's definitely an adjustment just going from playing in club or in high school to college where every single day you're in the gym and you're grinding every day and you're putting in work in order to see it play out in the game. So it's just really exciting watching how we were at the beginning of the season to now and just the growth that we've had as a team.
What's the some of the biggest adjustments? Is it the speed of the game? Is it the length of the contest? Is it a different role at Georgia State than you've had previously at Alpharetta and with A5? What have been some of those biggest differences you noticed?
There's definitely an adjustment in my role. In high school, my past senior year, it was more a leadership role. I was a senior and I was the only one on the team that had been on our varsity team since freshman year. And so I really just had to lead that verbally and on the court. But here, since I'm a freshman now, it's more a lead by example than by words, because we just have some really vocal players on our team that are able to get their point across exactly how it needs to be put. And I just think it's a learning experience just to be able to hear how they word things and just be able to take that in and apply it into my game and just try to lead by scoring points or doing something like that. But yeah, the team has definitely helped me make the adjustment easier.
Man, and why Georgia State? Came right down the road from Alpharetta to
Mhm.
Atlanta, Georgia. So that's not too far of a trip. What led to that decision to commit to the Panthers?
When I was younger, I really did want to like go far from home. I thought like, oh, I'm not staying in Georgia. Like, why would I? Like, I've been here all my life. Like, but then COVID hit, and it really just like changed my how I thought about where I wanted to be, and just like being able to be close to home is so much easier and so much better. Like being able to see my parents when I want to, or them being able to like come to my games. And like I have family in Georgia too, so they're able to come to the games. And like especially like Southern, I had a lot of family members go to. And yeah, it's just like a switch in mentality of like how I viewed things just because of COVID. But yeah, I ended up loving it here. So I'm so happy with my decision.
Yeah, you bring up the pandemic. You were in high school during the pandemic and the whole
Mhm,
recruiting process. What
mhm.
was that like for you, just playing and doing all of your I'm sure your visits and just the whole process during the pandemic. What was that like for you?
It was definitely like not what I expected at all. I planned majority of my visits to be over my spring break, and then my spring break was canceled. So it definitely like put a toll on me, but I fortunately I had already had one of my visits here. So I had already like seen the campus, and like I could just drive here if I wanted to. So I was able to like tour it on my own. And like also some of my teammates now I played at the same club with, so I was able to just like talk to them and like ask them what they thought about it. And yeah, COVID definitely changed like how I went about finding the school that I wanted to go to. But I feel like the culture of Atlanta and the team just really made me feel comfortable making this decision without getting like the full experience of having like an official visit.
Sure. And now the team gets back to action at home against
Hmm.
Arkansas State October 23rd and Little Rock on October 24th. How are
Hmm.
practices been in preparations coming off of the victory? Are people a little bit more excited about going through practice and looking forward to get some more wins before the
Hmm.
regular season wraps up?
I think like what we've been talking about mostly in practice now is like being confident in our abilities and just really being able to push ourselves to the expectation that we have. Like I feel like we have so much potential, and just in practice, we just need to be able to make sure that we're like pushing to be there every single day. Like I feel like we just need to make sure that we're being consistent and like putting in the work and the hours so that we can show everyone who we really are. I feel like no one has really gotten a taste of that yet, but we're so close. And I'm just really excited to see how all this practice and all this hard work goes into this game.
Well, Evany, we appreciate the time. Thank you for speaking with us and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.